It's week 9 of the National Football.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. To throw right away is Howell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Off play action, it's Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Howell looking to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 70 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down. Howell now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Man, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Howell. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
First down, Howell to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Completes this to Addison out left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 3rd. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-3 the score. Quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a... on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a solid run down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Powell's thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Powell out of the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Moore, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And this taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. Was thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Howell. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st. Taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Algier with another carry, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's the backup Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Meanwhile, Darnold's and the throw here caught by Addison. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This is caught by Addison. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mitchell. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there at a Washington first. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A yard or 2 deep. Here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Darnold's throw complete there to Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run over center with Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The throw over the middle, taken in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Back to throw. Howell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And once more, Howell back to the air. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Pass complete to Addison. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And they'll... Great field position.
So a victory here for the Commanders.